1998. Life was going okay. And then I walked into my job and got laid off. 2 weeks notice, October 31st, the same day that my lease ends. And my 2 roommates have decided they want to go live on their own, and I can't afford to keep this apartment by myself. With $3,000 in the bank and no job, my apartment hunt has stopped. I got to figure out what to do, and I got 2 weeks. But I'm good at knowing what I need to do. All right, so my highest priority is I have to have my ass out of that apartment October 31st. So I make my plan. October 31st, put everything in storage. I've got a pager in case somebody calls me about a job, an interview. I'm taking classes at the School of the Art Institute in Chicago. I can use that computer lab during the day to look for a job. So I'm gonna be okay, all right? So I close the storage unit door, lock it up, walk out into the street, and I am officially homeless. But I'm gonna figure this shit out. In early November in Chicago, okay, I got this. But then a week turns into a month, which then turns into 2 months, and now it's January in Chicago, and I'm homeless. In the night, it can be freezing down to -10. Now, I can sleep at the school during the day because I've got an ID. The security wakes me up. You a student? Yeah. Show my ID. But one night, 11 p.m., I'm in one of the drawing rooms, and I've got my pencils and everything. Security guard comes in. You a student here? Show my ID. No, this is a continuing education ID. You can't stay here. You can come back at 6 o'clock in the morning, but only regular students through the night. Okay. Do what I need to do what I'm supposed to do. Put my coat on, zip it up, put the hood over my head. The security guy is escorting me out as I put my gloves on. I got my boots on, and now I am out in a 20-degree night in Chicago with 7 hours to kill. What do I do? So I began walking. All right, there's a 24-hour coffee shop. So I walk, I meander my way up there with my hands in my pockets, and it's getting cold, and I'm wiggling my toes with every step to keep the circulation going, and I get to the coffee shop, and I sit there and I nurse a cup of coffee for an hour and a half. And during that hour and a half, they kick a homeless guy out. And I say, okay, I'm passing for not being homeless. They kicked him out for stinking and for having all his bags and stuff. But I do have to keep moving before somebody figures out that I am homeless. So about an hour and a half later, zip up my coat, put my hood on, put my gloves on, and I walk. And I don't know where I'm going, because I can't be anywhere until 6 o'clock in the morning. And my fingertips get cold, and I pull my fingers out of the gloves, of the fingers of the gloves, so I can keep my fingertips warm and jam down in my pocket and wiggling my toes. Where am I going? And my breath is blowing. And there, an adult bookstore. I know where there's an adult bookstore. So I walk, and I get there, and I force the door open because the wind is blowing, and whoosh, warmth. And that sour, mildewy, sweet smell of these cleansers in the adult bookstore, it hits me. And I go in and I pay the $2 entrance and go to look for the longest video that I can watch. Because in the back, there are the preview booths, also called Whack Shacks, where guys go to beat off, and their cum is on the walls and on the floor, and the napkins are stuck to the floor. It's a nasty place. But it's warm. So I pick a 2.5-hour video, go up there, the guy says $8, $8, pay the $8. I go back there, booth 7. Open up the door to booth 7. Ooh. It's like $2 and quarters on the floor. No. 2 things I don't have, rubber gloves and bleach. So that damn quarters are staying on the floor. So, and the booth is like this wide, and there's enough room for one person to sit there in this plastic chair with my backpack on my back and the warmth coming back in my toes and my fingertips, and watch all the moaning and fucking through dry semen stains on the screen. But I just sit there because I'm warm and I'm behind to lock the door, and nobody's gonna wake me up if I fall asleep here. The biggest danger I gotta worry about is if I do fall asleep, don't lean against the wall. So the movie is over and the guy on the intercom, booth 7, come out of there. All right, zip up my coat, put my gloves back on, go back out, force the door open into the cold with my hood up, my breath is blowing, and I got to walk. It's meandering, killing time, up through Old Town and Lincoln Park and Boys Town, and it's walking, meandering, and then start to wonder, how did my life get like this? And I just walk and I look up, and there is the red and white sign of Wrigley Field. I did not know what Wrigley Field was. I don't follow baseball, but I do know one company, one family owns this whole damn stadium. One family. And I'm out here. Just me. And Wrigley Field is surrounded by all these apartment buildings with all these regular people paying their rent and mortgages. And I'm saying, well, how did I get to be less than normal? What did I do wrong? I thought I checked all the boxes. I never had any children out of wedlock. I went to Harvard. I'm a Navy veteran. What am I missing here? I look up at that sign. I think, fuck Wrigley Field. Fuck all these people. Fuck all the folks who said, you black and you going to Harvard, your life is set. Fuck them. Fuck these people who keep saying, God won't put a burden on you that you can't bear. I'm not handling this well. And fuck God for this sick joke. Now turn around and I start to walk back to the school. It's a 5-mile walk. And by the time I get back there, I have walked about 15 miles, about walking from here to Edgefield, just to kill time and keep my blood circulating, because this is frostbite weather. This is freeze to death weather if I stop. I had to keep moving. So I get back to the school, warm up, take a nap. And there's times I felt like crying. And I felt like that is the last thing God is going to get from me. I said a single tear over this. Fuck no. That's the last bit of dignity I've got in this situation. So I decide I'm going to go to Harold Washington Library. Is there a book to help terminally ill people end it and not mess themselves up, but truly do it right? And I start making my plan, because I'm tired. And during the middle of all of this, my brother pages me. And when I call him back, he greets me with, motherfucker, I called you 2 hours ago. Where the fuck you been? Look, when you paged me, I was on a bus. And then I got to find a payphone to call you back. But we talked back and forth, back and forth. And he says, look, you need a break. Let me pay for you to have a plane ticket to come and take a break. So I get off the phone and I gotta think. Because I'm in the middle of this sick joke that I want to be over. Do I just, I'm done. Follow these instructions in this book. Or do I go to California and stay with my overbearing younger brother who is not a military veteran and has not been to college, but he's got a home and there's room for me. So I decide